Okay, so what I wanted to do first is before we get going, I just wanted to show you guys that the Mother's Day and Easter design packs are ready to go. We did have some issues last night that some of you, thank you for letting me know. Basically, when people were trying to purchase these, in the where we have like where you normally set up your sizes, that's kind of where we put our description. And I had like apostrophe like Mother's Day, and I think this ampersand. So that was it was a bug that was prohibiting the price to show up. So I ended up fixing that, and I know that we did have one issue of someone trying to purchase from PayPal, and it brought them into a completely different link. I think Rio was working on that. It had something to do. So basically, with our shop site, we can never update this, and it got updated a couple weeks ago accidentally. And just the way, I'm not a technical IT guy, but basically Matthew was saying if it ever gets updated, it kind of screws everything up because of how it's set up. So I think we have that issue worked out. So if you guys want to use PayPal, you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and throw this link into let's see, I'll throw this link right into here if you guys are interested. And if you have any issues with PayPal, just let me know. I'll just make sure, I'll check to make sure the payment went through, and I'll just send you the links myself. But I think that should be taken care of now. So you can see the three that we kind of broke them down again into 10 packs. We try to distribute all the designs. You can see we got a couple of these really cool Bible covers. I did some of them personalized, some of them non-personalized, but we really got some cool stuff. And if you guys want to see a design a little bit closer, I ended up creating these like basically on a campaign page, and actually I put all the designs in there. So if you want to see one a little bit closer, you can always go in there and just use the zoom tool and check it out for whatever. A lot of these are really cute for Easter youth shirts. It's kind of what we focused on. You know, a lot of cool grandma stuff, like kind of ties in with Mother's Day. These Bible covers turned out well, and I've basically created a few products for each design that you'll get to that you can import to your store right away. So I didn't go a whole lot. I didn't do 8 or 10 products this time. I just wanted to kind of keep it simple and basic and kind of let you guys create the products if there was any additional ones. So with that being said, we'll kind of hop into kind of what I set up yesterday. So I wanted to just again go over it's one of the designs is that we did when I did the opt-in builder. I used the same design because I saw that it was had a lot of interest. And again, I just wanted to show you how we set this up in our funnel campaign. So basically, we're in our funnel campaigns. I duplicated them over. And just starting with just the first one that they're going to hit is just the shirt. And again, remember, we don't want to offer a whole lot of options here. We don't really want to offer a discount. We want them to come in here, pay the full price of whatever your price is, not really offering a discount because we're trying to get them with the upsell. I just offered two versions here. I just offered a purple, which this design looks really good on purple and black. And again, when you're setting up your campaign, and in the videos, I won't get too much into depth with it today, but in the videos we explain how you can kind of set this up just to make it a little bit easier, especially when you're dealing with the demographic for grandmas. You just really want to be really clear and concise in how they can order it. Again, I'm just now starting to get some clicks. I set this up a little bit later last night, and still having issues with the Hotjar, but I think Randy helped me take care of that. So we got to their customer service so I can kind of see what's going on, make sure everyone has, you want to make sure that everyone is seeing what they're clicking, seeing if they're adding to a cart, and seeing if you're getting sales, great. If you're not, seeing what maybe could be preventing them. So this is kind of my front end campaign here. And you want to make it really simple. The simple steps: click the images to select your order, enter your grandma nickname if you're going to do a personalized one. I made this a little custom. Click here to see your nickname, and then and then you just want to make sure they know that they have to click in this select size box to select their size, and then step 4, add a cart button below. I did do some of these. I know Matthew and I will try to give you these images. I took out the PayPal. I know originally Matthew still had PayPal in here. Remember, on the funnel campaigns, they cannot use PayPal to check out because that takes them off the site and it takes them out of the actual funnel. So what I can do is what I'll do is I'll give you these images. You will still have to upload them into your media library and use them so they are hosted on your site. All I did was really just take out the PayPal little icon here, which was still in there. So that's the front end of the campaign. And like I said, I like to kind of use some of the same colors just to kind of make it match. And then the next campaign I used in the funnel was I wanted to upsell the necklace. And I know that, you know, we just kind of started diving back into the jewelry and stuff. I don't know how many of you guys are out there are selling any or what's going on. Let me know if you guys are and if you're having any success. So so basically the next funnel campaign is called the Only Thing Necklace. And then again, just really wanting to hammer this home. You kind of want to make this page look a lot different than this page. We want to make sure that they know that because after they purchased, they've already entered their credit card information and they got their order. We want to make sure on this page that they understand that their shirt order is complete and that they're getting a confirmation email shortly. And on this notification shipping banner, you know, you can do something like this right before you go. And again, just a few sentences about what's going on. On this one I put, we know you're a proud grandma. While you're here, you can add this awesome, super cute matching necklace with just a few clicks. I did add, when I set up my funnel products here, I made sure that I set it up for $19.95 with free shipping, so I'm not charging them shipping. Had it down, I just said the regular price is $24.95. So they're getting a discount in their minds. Also, they're getting free shipping. You know, the normal made in the USA. And then I wanted to make sure that they understood if they did check out, their name is going to probably be in here. But I said if your grandma nickname is not already showing, you know, go ahead and type it in. And you never know, they may want to buy something for someone else. So you always want to make sure you still include your personalization here, your personalization short code. So in case they may buy one for themselves, or they may see something like this for a friend of theirs, and they may want to buy something like that for a friend. Okay, and then again, click in the size drop down. I want to make sure that they understand exactly how I labeled it. So I labeled this on my product round. And so I put that actually in the directions. Click the round size in the size drop down below. And that way, and then step 3, there's, you know, click to add my order button. As you can see, I took in the funnel settings here, I have no header, which makes this look like a bit of a different page. And I tried not to use too much text. And at the same time, I ended up putting over here, I ended up putting the product description on the footer column, or not the footer column, I'm sorry, the left-hand column. I just wanted to try to keep this, and on mobile it looks a lot better too, it kind of flows, but I wanted to keep this as less jumbled as I can so they're not reading a whole bunch of stuff. Really, you're just trying to get them as easy as possible to like it, put their name in, pick their size, and add to my order. The quicker you can get them to do that, the better chance for success. Obviously, they don't spend a lot of time reading and stuff like that, but it is here. Like, again, all this kind of stuff is up to you. And what I'd like to do is try to get some of these settings and these buttons for you guys, so in case you want to set these up the way we have them, you can do that, and you can see exactly how we did it. And then after that, I created I just did a downsell. So I used the same thing, the necklace. I didn't want to use another product at this point. I just really want to try to push the jewelry. So basically on this one is just, I called this campaign, the funnel campaign, Last Chance, the Only Thing Necklace. Again, wait before you go, and then again, was it the price? So if they didn't buy it $19.95, I dropped it down to $14.95, still gave them free shipping. At this point, obviously your profit's going down, but if you can still make a few bucks, really it's up to you on how much you want to drop it down. But at this point, while you have them here, you might as well try to make even just a few extra bucks. on this. Also sees conversions coming through, looks good on your site, it helps your pixel and all that kind of stuff. So this is just very short and to the point. Now only $14.95, just a few clicks you can add this awesome matching necklace. Again, select the round, and did I put that? No, I didn't put anything about entering the nickname. I think at this point they would know, but then just select the round size and then click add to my order. So that's kind of a downsell from the $19.95 that I had originally on this funnel campaign, okay? And so, so once I had that all set up, then I wanted to show you guys, come over to the ads over here, and we'll kind of dive into some of this stuff here. I'm just going to see if there's any questions right now before I get into that. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Okay, so Joanna's just asking for some ideas on webinars, pixels, niches, fan pages. Yeah, definitely. Right now we're actually trying to get a webinar schedule. Obviously, we would love your input on anything that you guys are having trouble with or just need to know more about. But we're trying to set up our webinar schedule right now for about 60 days out, and we are trying to line up a bunch of guest speakers so we can get as much input and opinion and expertise from as many people out there that are in this space for you guys. So that is something that I'm currently working on. We're working on with the team, and we're trying to reach out to people now. So as far as that. So any other questions on that right now, guys? So basically, what you can't see, part of is asking how do you jump out from the upsell page if you do not want to purchase the upsell item. Since I don't have the preview, normally there is a no thank you button. It just won't show up in the funnel campaign when I'm showing you the preview. But if you actually set up your funnel and you want to do a test purchase, you will see there's, and I'll show you exactly what it is. Let's see here. Go back to here, and I'll show you exactly where that's set up at. So once somebody gets into the funnel, what they're going to see here, and what you can't see, like I said, because you can't get through, this is actually just, it's like a preview type of thing, so you can't actually follow through unless you set up a preview on the actual funnels. But when you go into the campaign settings, you'll have this button here, and it's called a no thanks image, okay? And they won't actually see that until they're actually checked out and a payment has gone through, and then they hit the upsell. So once, this usually shows up right at the bottom of the page here. It will be down here, okay? So people can just hit no thanks. That's how they get out of that if they're not interested. And so, but when you have your funnel set up, if you do have a downsell like I have set up here, I'll just go back to the funnels. And I had a preview set up, but somehow before we started, it got deleted, so I have to set another one up. But so this is the actual funnel that I have set up. This is the URL that you will use, okay? And so I have it here, the only thing. And then my next one is the only thing necklace campaign. And then my downsell is the last chance only thing necklace. Okay, so they will hit all three of those. They will hit these two, the upsell and the downsell, before, or they, normally a lot of people might just be even Xing out. You never know. So, but they will have that button will appear if they don't want anything, and then it will bring them to their thanks page, and everything is good. So we'll say thank you. And you'll have, you set this up in your thank you page, and you basically can say thank you, order's being processed. If you have any questions, contact us at blah blah blah. So that's how that works. Okay, so now what I wanted to do was go through and kind of set up the. Let's take this off. And I'm still getting used to their new setup here, which is sometimes it seems, let's see. Where is my, okay. So I set up, I originally set up a conversion ad off of the page post, okay? So again, I ended up using just that last one that I used kind of the same image. This time I used it off of a website conversion ad off of a page post. Grandma's How Cute Is This Shirt? Get yours with your grandma nickname, personalized at no extra charge. Black and purple tees available. I tried this out this time just for mobile users that are using their thumbs and stuff. I kind of put the, just kind of ordered this. I stayed within that 4 lines, but I wanted to make sure that this is easy for them to click, so I just put the links right there. And again, pretty basic, 700 by 700. I ended up using the model. And some of these comments were from before on the opt-in, but we started getting more comments, and we've gotten about, let's see, I think 12 more shares now on this. And so with just what we've been running. So there's, I set this up on my page. What I wanted to do is come over here, and so I created the only thing conversions. Okay, now once I went into here, see if we can. Okay, so what I did is I set up, I duplicated, I kind of, Matthew goes over this too, how to set up these ads. Why is this thing so? I'm going to just, I'm going to go back to my performance here for now, see if that helps. Okay. So again, and I'll put the link in this chat too, to make sure that you guys, but Matthew kind of shows you how you set up this ad here and how you duplicate the ad sets. And I'm just trying these single interest ads. And so what I did is let's just say I started with this one, and let's see, now you can, let's see, I'm gonna go back, I'm sorry guys. I guess I'm still getting used to this one. So I won't get into that right now, but I will go kind of get into how I set this up. So basically I started with one interest in grandparents, okay? And then once you, okay, that's right, now you have to click it over here. So once you you set up your first interest, and then all you really do is you come over here and you duplicate your ad set, okay? And let's just say we're gonna duplicate this one. And again, the video, Matthew shows this in the videos too. And so if you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and watch that, and you can pause and stop and rewind easily so you can get it. But basically, you would just come over here and you're going to be editing this part, the ad set. And so say I started off with National Grandparents Day, I would come back down. I'm running $10 each ad right now to try to get as much traffic as I can. But basically, I would come down to my next interest. I would kind of just click in here, and I would just start with, okay, grandparents. I would X out of the one that I already have. I would copy that, and then you come up here, and then you would rename your ad set name. So this way, you know exactly what interest that you're using. So as you start to get clicks, as you start to get traffic, you can see which interest is working and which interest is not. And that also lets you know for next time and for other designs that you're going to start running. But basically 44 and up, women. And so make sure you don't have this thing checked here, this expand interest. It just makes your audience go berserk, like huge. When only connected to Wi-Fi, you know, this kind of stuff we've covered. Edit placements, I just have them in the news feeds right for now. So basically I did that with, let's see, cancel. As you can see, I did that. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 interests, okay? And let's just kind of take a look. Like I said, I first started these off at $5, and I started them off about 9:30, 10 o'clock last night. And when I woke up this morning, the reach was not good, so I kind of put them all up to $10, okay? Right now we've spent a total of $23, okay, and you can see how I have these set up here is when I go into my columns, I already have a standard one set up, but if you want to customize your columns, you want to make sure when you come in here, when you're running website conversion ads, some of the things that you really want to make sure that you have is obviously your reach, your cost per 1,000 impressions, your CPM, amount spent, relevance score, but the ones that you really want to know is like your link clicks, your cost per link clicked, which is your CPC, and then your click-through rate, okay, CTR. And once you kind of have these things set up here, you can save this, and you can name it whatever you want. You can save that, so that way when you come in here and you start to get traffic, you start to get reach, you can literally I just named this one standard, and we'll kind of pull all this stuff up for you, okay? Let's go right here with that. So right now I don't think we've received any sales. So I've spent $23, which is okay. I just, as you can see, for each interest, the reach right now, this is the CPM, so don't look at that. That's an estimated cost. But if you just kind of look at like our normal cost here, I don't know if it's behind here or not. No. Okay, that's the delivery. So you can see amount spent on each right here is $3.39. You can see your link clicks. So right now I only have 7 clicks, okay? And that's, that's kind of to be expected since I'm running 10 separate ad sets. And I know you're looking at this, you've already spent $23. But really, if you break down the data a little bit more, you can see the reach is just still not getting there yet. So I know I've only spent, like on this, I've only spent $3.39. And it's only reached 169 people, and I only have 1 click. So your cost per click is going to be $3.39. But let's wait until I haven't even spent $5 on a single ad set yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of let this roll a little bit, okay? And once I get my Hotjar set up, I can see, okay, the 7 clicks I do have, what's going on with that? Why is there no orders? At least I don't think we have any orders, and my pixel's not saying that, but you always want to check your order report, okay? And so I'm going to be looking at that, and then once I start to spend a little bit here, remember, this is a lot of testing has to be done, so you can kind of take note and say, okay, this Love Family, I've spent, if you get up to $5, $6, $7 and you still have no link clicks, I'm just going to go ahead and shut that off, okay? I want to at least see where people are clicking onto. I want to see how much it's costing me per link click. And once you're, over $1, $1.50, $2, if you're getting up in there, you really that's where you have to make your decision, okay? But what also I'm seeing here is that the reach is just for each interest I have here, the reach is pretty low right now, and that's because we still haven't spent a whole lot on it. So if you think about it, I've only spent on this one, I've only spent $2.86. I have only reached 142 people. So you kind of have to let it ride out a little bit, and don't be so hesitant to pull the trigger and kill the whole thing, because we haven't even got it in front of a lot of people yet. Okay, so that's kind of how I set these. I set this one up strictly on a single interest ad, and when you're doing it in your ads manager, it could take you, once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard to do. Again, like using something like Ad Espresso, it's much easier. You can pretty much have a couple clicks and have all this stuff broken down for you, and the ad reporting is pretty easy too. So but if you are, if you're using Ads Manager like I am right now, that's kind of how I would do it. I took I found as many interests as I can, and my next step is to see, once we start spending a little bit of money here, my next step is to see which interests are going to perform well, and once we start to get some conversions, kind of scale it up from there. So after a while, I'm going to probably go through some of these, and if there's nothing happening at all, I'm just gonna shut them off, okay? And then we'll concentrate on the ones that are actually getting some traffic. So I was hoping to have a Hotjar set up before the webinar today, and they just haven't gotten back to me. So Randy and I got it all squared away, but they have yet to reset the account. So again, that's kind of how I have this set up. I'm looking forward to this, because if you go back to the actual ad, and again, I know that engagement doesn't always necessarily mean conversions, but I'm excited of the fact that we started off with, like, I think 12 or 9 or 10, 11, 12 shares before I started running those ads. Yet last night we're already up to 24 shares. So I see people are seeing it, and the shares are good. Hopefully that can get me some organic traffic and start to get some sales rolling in. So that's kind of how I set that up. And I would like to take some of your questions now if you guys have any. And again, like I said, I will show you. Let me get the link to those videos in case you haven't seen them. And also the images. I'm going to probably set up a Dropbox folder with those images for you guys. And I'll put the link to a Dropbox folder in the Skype groups and the Facebook group. So all the add to cart stuff, I think we have them somewhere already, but I'll have to look for them. Okay. Single keywords have low audience. Is that so? Okay, part of them is asking single keywords. I'm assuming single interests have a low audience. Actually, the audiences, all the audiences I used were actually pretty good. I think the lowest audience I used was like 22,000 on a single interest, which is fine. Yeah, you're not going to get a lot of reach off of something like that with a $5 ad spend, but you definitely have to test it. So that's why I kind of bumped everything up to $10 today to try to get some traffic going to it. So I definitely, what we're going to do another webinar next week on kind of layering and using some layering techniques to really kind of focus in on your audience. But I wanted to show you guys how you set up these single interest ads today. Okay, so Joanne is asking, shouldn't we be doing this as engagement campaign before a purchase? I thought that's what you said. Facebook doesn't see zero purchases on these. You can do, there's also in the videos, you can do a couple things with your pixels. You can kind of change your purchase pixel to add a cart or page view, and that's something that you can definitely do. For this purpose, I wanted to, the pixel that I'm using, we have some purchases on it, but yeah, I'm trying to get this thing going here. So as we continue to do these webinars, I want to get some purchases on this pixel. So that's why I just use the regular purchase pixel on this. But there's a couple things that you can do in order to try to get your pixel for Facebook to see it to be a little bit more active. And actually that's again in the funnel training video that's called a bonus video. That's exactly, if you want to see exactly what that means and how to do that, Matthew talks about that, and I think that's in the bonus video. So I'm going to put this in here. Yeah, it's step 8, I think, bonus video. And here is that, guys. So setting up the conversion ads in this bonus video, page view, retargeting, step 12, embedding cart retargeting, that kind of stuff is in those videos too, and it really goes into depth how to show you how to do that. Yep. Yeah, no problem, Parliament. Okay, so George wants to know about posting the link to Mobpack. Okay, yep, I put it in there again, but I'll put it in there again, George, for you in the chat. Just let me know if you can see it. Okay, so I just threw that in there again for you, if you're interested in that, George. Okay, any more questions, guys, on that? I'm excited about this campaign. I think I'm going to be monitoring throughout the day, but I think as far as what the engagement ad and what we saw before, I think we are going to get some conversions and some sales. And again, if you are targeting that kind of demographic, you'll see the interest that I kind of use in there. And I know Kevin had used some of those interests before and some of those designs that he had some success with before. And again, don't be afraid to test this stuff out. Don't be afraid to really kind of break it down. You're never going to know if once you find a good design and a good interest, you're never going to know if that interest is got your buyers in it until you actually test it out. So that's why I wanted to kind of show you. I broke it down. I think we had like 9 interests in there. I probably could have went a little bit deeper. I decided to just kind of keep it at 9. The audience started getting really low after that, like only 1,000 or 2,000. But I think, yeah, I think my lowest audience on that was 22,000. And that's another, that's a good question. Yeah, so another good thing too, if you want to kind of, once you do your audience, and you kind of have, and you name your ad sets there, if you want to put the audience size next to them too, that kind of helps you remember exactly what size audience you're looking at. Yeah, as far as video ads, yeah, Stanley was talking a lot about video ads. I have thought about that, and I probably will do something like that today if I can get around to it. David asked, have you thought about doing a video ad as suggested by, I think he's talked about Stanley the other day. Yes, it's just a matter of time is why I just really couldn't get it set up. To be honest, getting the funnels set up, once you get your campaigns, the campaign set up correctly with all the proper buttons, and that actually took the most time yesterday, but now that I have those set up, now you can easily duplicate those. So now I have a little bit of time today. I can probably do, I will probably record a video on that and do a video ad and see if that will actually help. And I'm sure that will actually be pretty cheap too, as far as video ads go, and they seem to be pretty inexpensive right now. But that's a good question. Thank you, David. Any other questions on the funnel, guys, on the funnel campaigns? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so John is asking, how do we order all 3 design packs? It looks like we can order one at a time. So let me kind of take you through that. It kind of could be confusing, so let me know when you can see my screen. Okay, so let's just say if you pick, you can pick any design pack. If you're really interested in just buying the 2 and getting the 1 free, which is obviously the best deal, really you can pick any design pack that you want. And underneath the thumbnails here, you can either pick the one mother's design pack. So on each design pack's pack 1, pack 2, and pack 3, I've also included a buy 2 get 1 free. So you just got to click that that thumbnail right there, and then make sure you just got to go to your size and just, again, this is something we're trying to get fixed to where we can change the select size. But again, this is, I ended up calling them spring pack so we can get rid of the apostrophes. So then you would just pick that and then add that to your cart. So you can do that from, I forget who asked that. So John, you can do that from, now my internet's not working. You can do that from any of the design packs. So if you're on design pack 1, 2, or 3, you'll have that option. You'll have that option to pick the buy 2, get 1 free. So you can see I have below here, click here to order design pack 2 or only, or buy 2 get 1 pack free. So that's how you do that. You just click on this thumbnail there and pick that right there. Spring pack, buy 2 get 1 free. Does that help? Cool. Oh yeah, as far as the Bible covers, we did include the EPS file for those. Those are the files that Randy will need if you end up selling some of those. What you're going to want to do is have it set up on to your product page, and kind of where you put the download link, you just want to put a link in there to wherever you're going to store your vector file for the Bible cover. So that way, when they get the order form, Randy can just go right to that link and they'll just grab. You'll have to manually do it if it's a personalized one. They'll have to. I believe that's how he's going to have to do it. Yeah, if it's a personalized one, you will have to probably manually do it, or they might be able. I'm not have to find out from Randy. I'm not sure how that will work, but the 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 actual EPS file is included in the Dropbox folders for the Bible covers. And some of the Bible covers I actually put on necklaces and T-shirts. I think there was one or two designs, so the PNG or the PSD is in there too for those. So those you just need a regular PNG like normal. David's asking, do you recommend outsourcing people to help us set up Trex campaigns for those of us that need help because of time constraints? To be honest, I know it takes it takes a little bit of time. Personally, maybe it's just because I know how to do it. I don't think I would do that. If you want to find someone in the group or someone that can help you and understand it, I think that's fine, David. But to be honest, I think I'm going to try, because I've had this question a couple times before, and what I want to try to do is, since we can't really export campaigns, I want to try to set up, maybe I'll just make a short video of how to do it. And so say for instance we'll just set up a funnel campaign, and well, I'll just set up a regular campaign, and then you can always copy that over to your funnel campaign. But really you can see with the regular campaign and the funnel campaign, the front end shouldn't be much different at all. The only difference is when you set up your upsell campaign or your downsell funnel campaign, that's where there's a few different settings. So what I think I'll do is I'll just probably create a quick video, and inside of that, in the video, I'll put it in the Dropbox links for you guys. What I'll do is I'll just have a bunch of those images in there for you. And like I said, just make sure that you take those images and upload them to your media library. And I think that's all you would really need, because like John, once you get it set up once, then you can just duplicate that thing over and over. And so really just taking the time to get one set up is all you really need. And in the case of the funnels, you might want to just set up the way I have it, where you set up a upsell funnel campaign and then a downsell funnel campaign. So that way, if that's kind of how you're going to want to do it, you can just duplicate those as well and just change out obviously the images in the copy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so how do we put a link on our product page? So Joanne, let me see if I can take you to that. Let's see. So let's say you're on your products here. Some of these Easter designs are so cute. I have 4 young kids, so I'm always looking at stuff like that, but some of them are so cute. So it will be in this comment section right here is where you'll put a link to, and that will show up on the CSV according to Matthew told me that is a true thing, and I think Keith even second that. So if you have, once you have your file, so say if you are doing the Bible covers, you can, and what I would do is if you start to sell Bible covers, I would just get with Randy and get with his team and tell them that's how you're doing it. Make sure that they're receiving everything properly, and if there's anything that you need to do different, just go ahead and just reach out to them. Like this is a new product for us, so we want to make sure that since we do need a different file that more than just a PNG, that we set it up so it's easy. So I would just probably stick the link in there, and then probably just reach out to them through email and just say, hey, do you have time? I want to make sure that you're getting this correctly before I keep moving forward. Because I think that can be really successful, especially coming up, and not just for Easter, but also just for that niche. Bible covers are really cool, and having the personalized ones is really neat. And some of the designs we came up with, I think you guys would like too. People would like. So John, a question regarding campaigns versus funnel campaigns. No, I would just, honestly, you can set up a regular campaign, And then I would always just suggest you set up a regular campaign so you have it there. And so let's just say you're, you know, whatever, set it up under your normal campaigns, and then you can just simply duplicate to funnel. So that way you have it both places. So if you want to run a regular campaign without having upsells, then you have it both places. And if you set it up in the funnel first, you can't duplicate it over to a regular campaign. So always set it up in your regular campaigns first, because like I said, normally on the front end campaigns to your funnel or just a regular campaign, that's always going to probably be set up almost exactly the same. So really the only time it really changes is when you're in your funnel campaigns and you're doing upsells or downsells. So the only thing that really changes, so if we take a look at our upsell one, like I said, there's no header here, the copy is different, where we kind of put the direction is different, and this is kind of something that I will show you guys in the video that I'll do. So you can kind of see, I'll go into some of the settings. So again, like your normal front-end campaign will look pretty much the same, 99% the same, but then on these upsell ones, there's just different places to add your steps and different columns to make it look like this. Obviously, you know, up here, or when you get down to your page styling, you'll have no header. And again, this is all really up to you. I like the way this looks with no header, and it also looks much different from something that they were just on. And I guess that was the big issue with some of the data that we did get back from Hotjar, is that people were very confused. So this obviously looks much different without the header. It makes the image come out a little bit more. And so so what I'll do is I'll kind of do a video showing you exactly how I do this, so that way you can look at the video and just go through your own campaign, set it up, and that way you have it ready to go. Okay. Yep, I will do a video for sure. Okay, part of them asking, any chance you can have these webinars at 1 p.m. Eastern as before? That's when we are doing them, which will be 5 a.m. here in Australia, which is a bit okay rather than current starting time of 4 a.m. So we are doing them still at 1 p.m. Eastern time here. And also, pardon me, I don't know, I mean, they're always in the members area, and I know a lot of times you don't get the links and stuff when you're watching them, read the replays, but we're still doing it at 1 p.m. here. I didn't know you were in Australia. I always wanted to visit there. It's on my bucket list, but I see these nature shows and stuff, and like I see like Australia's like the most dangerous country. Like you can so many ways to die from like different types of animals and things. It's like kind of scary to go to, but I know it's beautiful. I would love to go, but I don't know, this nature show scare the crap out of me. He says no, not at all. Okay, I won't get bit by like a poisonous spider or a crocodile, or go. I mean, you have every kind of shark out there too. Yeah, I'll fly out, Parman. We'll hang out. I'll fly out and say hey. Cool. All right, guys. So, you know, on Tuesday we'll probably do a quick update of the ads that I ran. I'm hoping to have a guest speaker Tuesday. Not sure if we'll have our first one, but definitely I will let you know. So keep an eye out for that. Looking forward to that. I think that's going to bring just a ton of value. And like I said, you won't have to just hear me talking all the time, and we can get people like Stanley and Greg and a lot of contacts that we know to kind of jump in and really help you guys out with the biggest things. I see Joanne that you definitely wanted to do some more stuff on pixels and fan pages, which I will take into account, and we will definitely schedule that in there too. We're at this point, we're definitely going to try to keep these at 2 a week. I think that's the plan. So that way, maybe one we can have like our guest speakers, and one we could just kind of be again like an open question and answer, like if there's anything. So I've had a couple people reach out to me and ask me about that. So what I would like to start doing is that at any point, if there's something you guys want to see on a webinar, or if there's an issue or something you're struggling with or not struggling or just need to understand more, please let us know in the Facebook group and just tag me. So that way I have a few days to prepare for it and try to find as much information as I can in case I'm not up to speed on some of these things. But normally we can try to do something on one of our sites and one of our pages to kind of show you. So just if you do something on the Facebook page or even in Skype and just tag me, that way I'll get my notification, and I want to make sure that we're covering stuff that you guys need to know and that you want to know. Oh, yes, I think. Again, you asked Joanne, the one Ken Anderson did in January. What was the name of that again? I did look for it. Actually, I'll just, while we're here, you said it was it January 10th? So Joanne was asking, but there was a webinar that we talked about on Tuesday that Ken Anderson did in January. And I think someone else asked about that also. Okay, she's looking for the name. Yeah, if it's not in the members area, I will put it in there, but I think I know which one you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, Joanne, so go ahead and just, if you find it, great, just tag me, or just yeah, tag me, or just send me the information in Skype, or just ask me on Facebook, and I'll make sure I'll get that link for you, because I'm looking through there, and there's a couple, and I'll have to find it. The ads are crushing it. Okay, the ads are crushing it. Okay, I'll find that for you, and I'll put the link in Facebook. Okay, I'll do that right now. Janine is asking what time is webinar on Tuesday. Janine, they're always at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So Tuesday and Thursday, they're both at 1 p.m. Eastern, and usually the replay is in there. I want to say within an hour, but sometimes, like on Tuesday, I totally forgot I had it downloaded and I forgot to put it in the members area, but it's in there now. Okay, so I may be late sometimes, but normally within 24 hours you'll have the replay in the members area. Okay. Cool. Any other questions, guys? Let me know in the Facebook group. Thanks for hanging out for this hour. Hope it was somewhat insightful for you, and look forward to many more cool webinars to come, guys. So have a good day. Do your best, and we will talk to you guys another one on Tuesday. Have a good weekend, everybody. Talk soon.